Oh no. He killed him. Tommy. Hello guys, Adam here from Not Toys Action Figures, bringing you another Power Rangers Lightning Collection unboxing video. This time you can see we have Zeo Red Ranger, another Tommy figure. Yeah, this guy, he seems to have all the best Rangers. Again, if you hear a little bit of an echo, it's because I still am in the midst of moving in. So still in kind of like a half empty room, but again, wanted to kind of open up these videos or open up these toys, take some photos, make some videos, because it's been really fun playing with the Green Ranger. And now I'm on to my first Red Ranger. Again, another Zeo Ranger to go with Adam, the Green Ranger that we have. Hopefully you can see him back here. And yeah, like I said in that Green Ranger video, I'll drop a link to it if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, the Zeo Rangers where, as I was a kid, I kind of dropped off with. I remember the transition. I remember Tommy becoming a Zeo Ranger, but until I got back into kind of collecting figures, I couldn't really remember that he was the red one. But I do very distinctly remember the stars, the gold and the red. And I think that's just what makes these figures look so good, is just these bright colors and these golds. So yeah, let me just quickly show you the box. As always, it's a standard Lightning Collection box, which I think always looks great. I love that they put this artwork on the side so that you can kind of line up your boxes as well and display them. They're like a nice backdrop to your figures. Here we have Tommy on the back with his sword and with the pistol. Interestingly, they give him two swords, which is kind of cool. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get him open. So as always, we start off with the back of the box pose, which I tried to replicate here. He's actually quite poseable. I kind of like how easy he was to get in this pose. There was one thing I noticed about him with his hands. If you look on here, you can see on his left hand, it looks like it's like has a trigger finger. But what's interesting is when you look at his actual hand, on this hand it's closed, but on this hand it has a trigger finger. So actually getting him to hold the sword is quite difficult because his finger sticks out so much. So yeah, it's probably that you want him to hold the pistol in this hand when you want him to really do something with the pistol, and in the other hand the sword, because the sword is, or this hand is a bit more flat. But no, he's a really cool looking figure. As always, this gold just pops out, and especially with the red. Like, red is just one of those colors, everyone loves red. And I mean, Adam looks great with the green. Like, green is my favorite color. But you can just see, even on the camera here, like just how much the red seems to pop more than the green. And together, these guys look really cool. Hopefully I can just get them to stand easily. And of course not, because they're in quite dynamic poses. But to be honest, it wasn't too hard to get Tommy into this pose, which is usually not the case with the back of the box poses. Just got to kind of plant his feet a bit more and lean him forward a little bit. There we go. So yeah, these guys are pretty cool together, with all of their gold shining, the custom weapons, something nice that they added in there. I think, yeah, actually all of the characters have, right, or they will have, apart from the blue Zeo. He just seems to have the sword. And to be honest, I can't remember if that's accurate to the series. But yeah, since we're talking about Tommy, let's have a look at his articulation and accessories. So we'll take the pistol out, we'll take the swords away, and we'll set him up to have a good look at him. And yeah, to be honest, these articulations are more or less the same for every Lightning figure, because the more or less all the male figures use the same bodies. But yeah, that's the first thing I noticed was how stiff his head was to move. Like, I had to like really click it, and if you look, well, I won't show you, but on the table there's bits of white plastic on there. But I mean, just look at the sculpt on there. It's just like such a cool sculpt that they did on the star and on the mouth. It doesn't stand out too much, but it's still there, and you just have this striking white and gold on his chest, down to the detail on his arms. And I think that's the thing that you notice about these figures. It's just so detailed. Like, some of the other ones, they're kind of missing a lot of the detail that you see from, or what you think you see in the shows. But yeah, these Zeo Rangers just look really good with all of the detail. But yeah, so he has a head. He has a good swivel on it. It goes up to about there. It comes down to here again, not much of a look down, but that's the case of all the lightning figures. Lightning collection figures. It has a butterfly joint on the shoulder that goes quite far back. The arm doesn't go up very high. I can't get it up any higher than this, which is probably 45. And also coming down, it's also very tight, but you can get it down by his side. You just have to be quite forceful with it. Swivel on the bicep and tricep. Has a double jointed elbow, which again is kind of stiff, but does kind of go up quite far. Swivel on the hand, and again his right hand seems to be his trigger finger. It does also swivels, but has no tilt to it, but the elbow does move because of this bicep. Moving on down his body, has a hula hoop on his waist, has some crunch to him in his stomach, and then also we can crunch him back quite far, and he's very flexible. He likes to move back like that nice and easily. Then going up, his leg comes up to 90. Like always, we have a double jointed knee that goes back to about there, which is pretty good. Moving down his leg, on his lower leg, swivels on the whole boot. Then on his foot are nice and stiff. They go up and down, and of course they move side to side. So yeah, accessory wise, we have this star sword, which looks a bit like a pin. I have to say, it's the sword itself. The edge is kind of very basic, and it just reminds me of a needle. But the star looks nice. It's nicely painted. There doesn't seem to be any bleeding on it. Again, the gold kind of sticks out in his hand. And then we have his normal sword, again with lots of detail on it, on the hilt there, blue. I don't know if this should be gold. Do I have Adams with me? I do have Adams, yeah. So if you can see on Adams, let me take it off his hilt. Yeah, on Adams, there is a gold cap on the end. It's strange that Tommy's never got that. Very strange indeed. But yeah, whatever, it's in his hand, you won't see it. We have two fists, which are pretty standard with the Lightning Collection figures. And we have his Tommy head, which, I think it's kind of, again, a nice sculpt. Like, some people don't seem to like this version of Tommy, at least in the figures. But I think it's nice what they've done with his hair. And I mean, you compare it to the other two. So I have the White Ranger Tommy here. This is honestly my least favorite, with the hair tied back. I think his head looks very, very small for some reason. It's not focusing on him for whatever. There we go. Yeah, I think this head looks very small, but I think it is because the hair is tied back. Like when you compare them side to side, I mean, he has more of a chin and a jawline, I think, and also a stronger nose here. His nose here is very, very small. I think that's it. In this one, you can see he looks a bit older, which is kind of cool and accurate. And then you compare him to Green Ranger Tommy, and I still think Green Ranger, like when you look at the Green Ranger Tommy and then look at this one looks like it has no emotions. This one has so many extra lines and wrinkles, and I'm sorry about the camera. Why is it not focusing on anything? Yeah, and also the little details with like the gold earrings. I mean, we have it in this. Oh no, we don't. I think there is the earring. I need to look with my actual eye. Oh yeah, it is also painted gold. You can see it's gold there. But yeah, so that's Zeo Red Tommy. I'm going to put him in some poses and get back to it. So here he is, ready to throw down. He's on guard with the sword. And let me just, I have to zoom out just to mess around with my tripod a little, just so I can get you a better view. And yeah, like, again, he looks very, very cool with the sword and the gold. Everything just looks great. The white pops, the red pops. I have to say the sword, I don't know. I don't like the holster. I think the what's it called? The guard there at the front. It kind of makes it hard to get in his hands. And like I said, the other hand is hard to get it in anyway because he doesn't have, because he has the finger open, which I'm not a big fan of, but it does look pretty cool like this. I mean, maybe actually in the next one, I'm going to make him dual wield. So yeah, I'll put him in another pose and get back to you. So here he is again with his dual swords, and that's a pretty cool look. Having that extra sword ready. I don't know if he ever fought with two swords in in the show, but they included 2 swords in the box, so I'm definitely going to dual wield him. And yeah, like I said, this figure looks great. I should have put his gun in his holster. It's a little bit annoying. I'll have to remember that for when I take some photos later. But no, as always, really impressed with Lightning Collection figures. I really like them, and this guy is going to look great next to Adam, who we can maybe also add here. If he'll just stand up nicely for us. Please stand up for us, Adam. Adam, please. Please stand up. No, you're not going to stand up by it, and I've only got one hand free. Oh, no. Oh, you killed him. Tommy. Yeah. Now we stand. So he knocks Tommy over, then he wants to stand. Okay. Now they are together, and again, they just look great. And I think it's, I don't know if it's his camera, but the way the red pops in the green kind of looks turquoisey. Yeah, in contrast, like, because in my view, Adam looks a lot greener, but they just look so good together. I can't wait to get blue open and gold, and then also get yellow and pink. These guys are going to look great in a team together. And there was my switch in the background there. Yeah, so let's put Tommy in one last pose, and then we'll end the video. And last but not least, we have him with his helmet off, looking very swanky with the hair over the shoulders, all the gold, the sword by his side, and yeah, just another great figure. I really love opening these, and I'm really happy that I've managed to find a source where I can actually buy Lightning Collection figures pretty easily now in, well, the stores in the UK, it's called Comic and Cocktails, but it ships relatively easy to Austria and to Europe. So if you are in Europe and you do want to get into collecting Lightning Collection figures, then I do suggest checking out Comic and Cocktails. Yeah, really great store. A lot of the figures are actually on sale at the minute, so you can save yourself like 20% on some of them. Nah, really good, and a really great figure. And yeah, I think we're going to end the video there, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you are new here, because I did get a lot of new subscribers recently, one of my YouTube shorts kind of went like semi-viral and got, I think, over 64,000 views. So I got a lot of new subscribers. We ended up getting over 100 subscribers, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I hope you guys have stuck around and enjoying the content. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like. That really helps people find our videos. And yeah, tell us which version of Tommy you like the best. Did you like the Zeo version, the Mighty Morphin Green, or the Mighty Morphin White? And I mean, he's not a Lightning Collection figure yet, but was your favorite the Dino Thunder Black Tommy? Because that one is pretty awesome. I can't wait to get that one as well when they eventually make it. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.